To learn worth. I ask the indulgence of the children who may read this book for dedicating it to a grown-up. I have a serious reason. He is the best friend I have in the world. I have another reason. This grown-up understands everything, even books about children. I have a third reason. He lives in France, where he is angry and cold. He needs cheering up. If all these reasons are not enough, I will dedicate the book to the child from whom this grown-up grew. All grown-ups were once children, although few of them remember it. And so I correct my dedication to learn worth when he was a little boy. When I was 6 years old, I saw a magnificent picture in a book. It was a picture of a boa constrictor in the act of swallowing an animal. And after some work with a colored pencil, I succeeded in making my first drawing. My drawing number 1 looked like this. I'll show my masterpiece to the grown-ups and ask them whether the drawing frightened them. But they answer,
Frightened? Why should anyone be frightened by a hat?
the grown-ups always need to have things explained. I made another drawing. I drew the inside of the boa constrictor so that they could see it clearly. My drawing number 2 looked like this. The grown-ups' response this time was to advise me to lay aside my drawings of boa constrictor. That is why, at the age of 6, I gave up what might have been a magnificent career as a painter. I chose another profession and learned to pilot airplanes.
down in the 10th floor.
If you please, draw me a ship.
What?
Draw me a ship.
But what are you doing here?
If you please, draw me a ship.
But I don't know how to draw.
That doesn't matter. Draw me a ship.
I jumped to my feet completely thunderstruck. I blinked my eyes hard. I looked careful and around me, and I saw a most extraordinary small person who stood there examining me with great seriousness. Here you may see the best portrait that, later, I was able to make of him, but my drawing is certainly very much less charming than its model. But I had never drawn a ship, so I drew for him one of the two pictures I had drawn so often.
No. I do not want an elephant inside a boa constrictor. A boa constrictor is a very dangerous creature, and an elephant is very calmsome. Where I live, everything is very small. What I need is a ship. Draw me a ship. No, this ship is quite sick. Make another. This is not a ship. This is a ram. It has horns.
Take it. Your ship is inside the box.
This is exactly what I want.
But where do you want to take your ship? I can give you a rope, and you can tie him up during the day.
Tie him? Why?
So it can escape?
He can escape. My planet is so small.
Do you think that this is the planet known as B612? It was discovered by a Turkish in the year 9109.
I don't know. I don't know if it has got a number.
At that moment, I realized that the little prince came from another planet, a planet in which a ship could never get lost because it was scarcely any larger than a house.
Was that object?
This is not an object. It flies. It is an airplane. It is my airplane. And I was proud to learn him that I could fly.
What? You dropped down from the sky?
Yes, I did.
Oh, that's funny. So you come from the sky? Which is your planet?
Do you come from another planet?
Is it true that, on that, you can have come from very far away?
Oh, my little prince, where do you come from? What is this where I live of which you speak? Where do you want to take your ship?
The thing that is so good about the box you have given me is that at night he can use it as his house. Take him up. What a strange idea. Straight ahead of him, you can go very far. My planet is very...
Then, taking my ship out of his pocket, he watched his treasure. you have a nightmare?
Yes. Is it true that she eat little bases?
Yes, that is true.
They also eat baobabs?
But the baobabs are not bases, they are big trees.
Before they grow, the baobabs are little.
Yes, that is true. Do you want your sheep eat little baobabs?
Because my planet is so small that they can break it with its roots. The planet's soil was infected with them. A baobab is something you will never be able to get rid of if you attempt to it too late. It spreads over the entire planet. And if the planet is too small and the baobab are too many, they split it in pieces. It's a question of discipline. When you have finished your own toilet in the morning, then is the time to attend to the toilet of your planet. Just so, with the greatest care. You must see to it that you pull up regularly all the baobab at the very first moment, when they can be distinguished from the raw bushes which they resemble so closely in the early young. It is very tedious work, but very easy. There are 3 volcanoes in my planet. 2 are active and the other one never knows.
Here, GG3G, we need equipment to pull up the baobab. They are growing and infecting the planet. Oh, the planet is in danger.
Are you speaking to me?
No, the radio is out before I was playing.
Oh, I also want to play.
I drawn this to warm up my children's planet from the baobabs.
A sheep? Is flower too?
Yes.
Even flower that have thorns?
Yes.
The thorn? What use are they?
The thorns are not used at all. Flowers only have thorns for spite.
I don't believe you. The flowers are weak creatures. They reassure themselves as best they can. They believe that their thorns are terrible weapons. Oh no, there is a flower on my planet that is the unique in the universe. I don't want that the sheep eat it up. I love it. And you actually believe that the flower...
Oh no! I don't believe anything. Don't you see? I answered you with the first thing that came to my mind. I'm very busy with matters consequence.
Matter of consequence? You told Jacks like the grown-ups.
Oh, you mix everything up together. You confuse everything.
The flower have been growing thorn for millions of years. For millions of years, the sheep have been eating them just the same. And it is not a matter of consequence to try to understand why the flower goes to so much growth, to grow thorns, which are never of use to them. If someone loves a flower, or with just one single blossom grown in all the million and million of stars, it is enough to make him happy just to look at the star. He can say to himself, somewhere my flower is them. But if the seed is the flower, in one moment all his stars will be darkened. And you think that's anything that's important?
If I don't repair my airplane, my life will stop. Do you understand? Don't cry. Your flower that you love is not in danger. I will draw you a muzzle for your sheep. I will draw a railing to put around your ship. I will...
I am very fond of sunset. Come, let us go to look at sunset now.
But we must wait
Wait? For what?
for time of the sunset.
I am always thinking that I am at home. One day, I saw the sunset 44 times. You know, one loves the sunset when one is so sad.
Smile though your heart is aching. Smile even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you get by. That's the time you must keep on trying. Smile, what's the use of crying? You'll find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile. If you just smile.
Oh, excuse me. My petals are all still disarranged, and I am still untidy. Je suis encore toute décoiffée.
How beautiful you are.
Am I not? And I was born at the same time as the sun, so I think it's time for breakfast. Would you be so kind to tend to me? Let the tigers come with the clouds.
There are no tigers in my planet. Besides, the tigers don't eat weeds.
I'm not a weed. Je ne suis pas un herbe.
Forgive me. Pardon.
I'm not all afraid of the tigers, but I have a horror of the drafts and pollution. The smoke coming from those volcanoes is awful. I want you to put me under a screen. It's very cold here. Well, on the screen?
One should never listen to a flower.
How complicated my flower is.
One should simply look at them and breathe this fragrance.
What are those?
They are my thorns. They are to defend myself.
The little prince had taken seriously words which were without importance, and it made him very unhappy, so he decided to leave his lovely planet to teach the flower a lesson.
Goodbye.
I've been silly. I ask you for forgiveness. Je t'esoro. Je te demande pardon. Try to be happy. Of course, I love you. It was my fault, you never knew. It doesn't matter. You leave me alone, but the wind and pollution... My goal isn't that bad. The night air will do me good. I'm a flower. But pollution and animals, I need to put up with 2 caterpillars if I want to get to know the butterfly. Otherwise, who will visit me? You'll be far away. I'm not afraid of the big animals. I have my own clothes. Or they die because of the pollution. Now go, but...
Huh, here is a subject. Come here so that I can see you better. I forgive you to join in my presence.
I can stop myself. I come on a long journey and I am tired.
Then I order you to join.
I can now.
Then I order you to sometimes to join and sometimes not.
May I sit down?
I command you to sit down.
Sir, excuse me. Could I ask you a question?
I command you to ask me a question.
Sir, over what do you rule?
Over everything.
Over everything?
Over all that.
Over all that? And the stars? Over you?
Certainly they do.
I want to see a sunset. Please, order the sun to set.
I have the right to require obedience because my rulers are reasonable.
Then my sunset?
That will be about 20 minutes to 8.
Well, I think I must go now.
No, don't go. I make you a minister.
Minister of what?
Minister of justice.
But there's nobody to judge here.
Then you shall judge yourself. That is the most difficult thing of all. I make you ambassador.
The grown-ups are certainly very strange.
Ah, ya son las mallas. Voilà la visita en Admiratel.
Good morning. What a strange hat you are wearing.
It is a hat for sale. It is for sale of people when they acclaim me.
Yes?
Clap your hands. Do you really admire me a great deal?
What does that mean, admire?
It means if you think I am the handsomest, the best dressed, and the most intelligent man in my planet.
But you are the only man on your planet.
It doesn't matter. Admire me all the same. Fais-moi ce plaisir. Admire Kwame.
Yet admire you. Yet admire. The grown-ups are certainly very strange. Decididamente bien bizarro. Good morning.
Two and three make 5. Good morning. 5 and 7 make 12. 500 million.
500 million of what?
Million of that little objects.
Flies?
Oh no, littering objects. Mais not de petites chocs qui brillent.
Ah, you mean the stars, the étoiles.
Yes, that's it, the stars.
And what do you do with 500 million of stars?
Nothing, I own them.
But I know a king who...
Kings don't own, their rent over is quite different.
And what do you get from the stars?
They make me rich.
And why do you want to be rich?
To buy more stars,
And what do you do with all those stars?
I manage them, I cook them and recook them, I can put them in the bag. It's a difficult job, but I am a serious person.
And that is all? C'est tout?
That's enough. Saint-Exupéry.
I own a flower myself. I water it every day. I have 3 volcanoes. I rake out every week. I even rake out the extinct one. You never know. It is good for my flower and for my volcanoes that I own it, but you are not useful to the stars. Good morning. Why have you put the lamp out?
Those are the orders. Good morning.
What orders are those?
Orders are orders. Good evening.
Why have you just leave it again?
Orders. This is my job. Good evening.
Your job?
Yes, my job. Good morning. This planet turns completely every minute. Once every minute I have to light my lamp and put it out.
That is very funny. One day lasts only 1 minute here.
This is not funny. While we were talking, a month has gone by.
A month?
Yes, a month. 30 minutes, 30 days. Good evening.
I can tell you how you can to rest whenever you want.
I always want to rest.
When you want to rest, you will want to be always in the sunshine.
But what I want is to sleep.
Then you are unlucky.
Yes, I am lucky. Good morning.
The sixth planet was 10 times larger than the last one. It was inhabited by an old gentleman who wrote voluminous books.
Oh look, here's an explorer. Where do you come from?
What is that big book? What are you doing?
I'm a geographer.
What is a geographer?
A geographer is a scholar who knows the location of all the seas, rivers, towns, cities, mountains, and deserts.
That is very interesting. Here, at last, is a man who has a real profession. Your planet is very beautiful. Has it any ocean here?
I couldn't tell you.
Has it got any mountain, rivers, and towns?
I couldn't tell you either.
But you are a geographer.
Exactly, but I'm not an explorer. I haven't a single explorer on my planet. It's not the geographer who goes out to count the seas, the mountains, the river, and deserts. The geographer is much too important to go loafing about. He does not leave his desk. He resides the exploring in his study. He travels, asks questions, and takes notes.
Why is that?
Because an explorer who told lies would bring disaster on the books of the geographer. But you come from far away. You are an explorer. You shall describe your planet for me?
Well, where I live is not very interesting. It is all so small. I have 3 volcanoes. 2 volcanoes are active and the other are extinct. But one never knew. Me o ne llega más.
One never knew. Me o ne se llama.
I have also a flower.
We don't regard flowers.
Why is that? The flower is the most beautiful thing of the world.
Because they are ephemeral.
What does that mean, ephemeral?
We write of eternal things.
But extinct volcanoes may come to life again. What does that mean, ephemeral?
Whether volcanoes are extinct or alive, it can be the same thing for us. The thing matter to us is the mountains. It never changes. Ephemeral means which is in danger of speedy disappearance.
Is my flower in danger of speedy disappear?
Certainly it is.
My flower is ephemeral, and she has only 4 thorns to defend herself against the world and against the awful pollution which is killing my planet. And I have left her on my planet all alone. What place would you advise me to visit now?
The planet Earth has a good reputation.
The prince continued on his journey. Then the seventh planet was the Earth. When the little prince arrived on the Earth, he was very much surprised not to see any people. The Earth is not just an ordinary planet. One can count there 111 kings, 7,000 geographers, 900,000 business women, 311,000 vain men. That is to say, about 2,000 million grown-ups. To give you an idea of the size of the Earth, I will tell you that before the invention of electricity, it was necessary to maintain over the whole of the 6 continents a veritable army of lamplighters for the street lamps.
Good evening.
Good evening.
What planet is this?
This is the Earth. Sur la Terre. This is Africa.
And the people?
There are no people in the desert. Why are you here?
I have some trouble with a flower. Where are the men? It is little lonely in the desert.
It is also lonely among men. But I'm powerful. I can take anyone farther than any ship, just starting them. If you want to homesick, I could send you back to your star.
Oh, thank you. Also, my planet is dying. I don't feel like going back home. There is no place for me anywhere.
But you are innocent and true. And you come from a star. That's not bad, I guess. You move me to pity. You are so weak from this earth, made of granite. I can help you someday if you grow too homesick for your planet. I can. Je puis.
I understand you very well. But why do you speak always in riddles?
I solve them all.
After that, the little prince climbed a high mountain. The only mountains he had ever known were the 3 volcanoes, which came up to his knees, and he used the extinct volcano as a footstool.
Good morning. Who are you? Be my friend. I am alone. We are planet. It is all together bright, and all together hope, and the people have not imagination. They repeat everything what I say. On my planet, I have a flower.
The little prince discovers a garden of roses. But it happened that after walking for a long time through sand and rocks and snow, the little prince at last came upon a road.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Who are you?
We are roses. Nous sommes des roses.
Oh,
What are you thinking about? You look sad.
it's not possible. She would be very much annoyed. She would pretend that she was dying. To avoid being laughed at, I thought that I was rich, with a flower that is unique in all the world. And all what I have is a common rose and 3 volcanoes.
L'amour résiste encore. On n'était pas des mêmes bois, mais au bout du compte c'est un fou. D'avoir raison, d'avoir tort, le monde aimé n'est pas de fou. Mon amour qui ne tient qu'à nous, de nous aimer plus fort, au-delà de la violence, au-delà de la démence, malgré le vent qui tombe aux 4 coins du monde, quand je m'endors contre ton cœur, alors je n'ai plus de doute, l'amour résiste encore. L'amour résiste encore. L'amour résiste encore. Pour t'aimer une fois pour toutes, pour t'aimer coûte que coûte, malgré ces mots qui coûtent, aimer l'amour quand je m'endors contre ton corps, alors je n'ai plus de doute, l'amour résiste encore.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Who are you?
I'm a fox.
Come and play with me. I am sad.
I cannot play with you. I'm not tame.
What does that mean?
To establish time. Now, for me, you are like another little boy. But if you take me, you will be unique for me.
I understand you. I think that a flower has tamed me.
It's possible. Now, you are responsible for that flower, and for you, it's unique in the universe. It's the time you have wasted that make it so important.
I'm responsible for my flower.
It's possible. On the earth sees all things.
But this is not on the earth.
On another planet?
Yes.
And there are hunters on that planet?
No.
Ah, interesting. Are there chickens?
No, but there is a lot of dark smoke. My planet is suffering.
Nothing is perfect. My life is very monotonous. I hunt chicken, men hunt me. All the chickens are just alike, and all the men are just alike. And in consequence, I'm a little boring. Think how wonderful will be if you take me. The rain that is golden like your hair will bring me back to for you. And I saw to listen the wind in the west. Please, take me.
I want very much, but I haven't got much time, and I have friends to discover, and may read things to understand.
One only understands the thick that thing. If you want a friend, please, take me.
What must do to tame you?
You will be very patient. You will sit down closer to me every day. But if you come at just any hour, I don't know who my heart is beginning to be ready, and I shall cry.
It is your own fault, but you want me to tame you.
Yes, that is so.
Now you are going to cry?
Yes, it's possible. Go and talk with your Rosie, and I will make you a present of a secret.
But your flower is asking for help. Your planet is in danger. So your unique plan is true. She can die and you can do nothing to avoid it.
You are beautiful, but you are empty. One could not die for you, but in herself alone, she is more important than all the hundreds of roses for you. Because it is she that I have watered, because it is she that I have put under the glass globe, because she is my rose, and my planet is dying. Goodbye.
Goodbye. And now here is my secret. What is essential is invisible to the eye. It is the time you have wasted for your rose that make it so important.
What is essential is invisible to the eye. What is essential is invisible to the eye.
Men had forgotten this truth, but you mustn't forget it. You become responsible forever for what you have changed. You are responsible for your role.
Oh, this memory of yours are very charming, but I have not yet succeeded in repairing my arcade. I have nothing to drink, and I, too, should be very happy if I could walk later toward a spring of fresh water.
My friend the fox?
My dear little man, this is no longer a matter to do anything with the fox.
Why not?
Because we are about to die of thirst.
It is a good thing that have had a friend, even if one is about to die. I, for instance, am very glad to have a fox as a friend.
He has no way of guessing the danger. He has never been either thirsty or angry. A little sunshine is all he needs.
I am 32. Let us look for a well.
Then you are 32?
Water may also be good for the heart. The stars are beautiful because of a flower that cannot be seen. The desert is beautiful and there is nothing here alive like in my planet. He is dying. I must take care of him. What makes the desert beautiful is that somewhere hides away.
Yes, the stars, the houses, the desert, what gives them their beauty is something invisible.
I am glad that you agree with my folks.
What I see here is nothing but a shell. What is most important is invisible. It was now the 8th day since I had had my accident in the desert, and I hadn't been able to repair my airplane. We were hungry and thirsty, but the little prince seemed to be thinking only in one thing. It is strange. All is ready to use. The pulley, the bucket, the rope.
Do you hear? We have woken at the well, and it is singing.
Leave it to me. It is too heavy for you.
I am thirsty from this water. Please, give me some of it to drink. The man where you live raised 5,000 roses in the same garden, and they don't find what they are looking for.
They don't find it.
And yet, what they are looking for could be found in a single rose or in a little water.
Yes, that is true.
The eyes are blind. One must look with the heart. You must keep your promise.
What promise?
You know, a marshal for my ship. I am responsible for that flower.
You are not fair, little prince. I don't know how to draw anything but a boa constrictor.
Oh, we're all right. The children understand.
Okay.
Laissez bleu sur nos baisses ventrées, et la terre peut bien s'écrouler. Peu m'importe si tu m'aimes, tu me fous du monde entier. Tant que l'amour inonde mes matins, tant que mon corps frémira sous tes mains. Peu m'importe.
I'm worried. You have plans I don't know about.
You know, I descend to the earth. Tomorrow will be the anniversary, and my planet will be in the same position in the sky.
I'm a little frightened.
Now, you must work. You must return to enjoy. I will be waiting for you here. Come back tomorrow evening.
Yes, it's today, but this is not the place.
Yes, I will be there tonight. Wait for me.
You have got poison? You are sure won't suffer?
I continued my walk toward the tree. At no time did I see or hear anyone. What's this? Why are you talking with the snakes?
I am glad you have needed your plane. Now you can return home.
How do you know that?
Tonight I'm going home too. It is much farther. It is much more difficult.
But you are afraid.
No, I have your lamp and this box and the marshal.
Little man, I won't hear you laugh again. But this can be true. Tell me that this is only a bad dream. This is a fear of the snake.
I am going to make you a present.
Little man, I like your latte.
This is my present. In one of the stars, I shall be living. In one of them, I shall be laughing. When you look at the sky at night, the star will laugh. Tonight, you know, don't come.
I won't leave you.
The thing that is important is the thing that is not seen.
Yes, I know. This is, to me, the loveliest and the saddest landscape in the world. It is here that the little prince appeared on earth and disappeared. If you should come upon this spot, please don't not hurry on. Wait for a time, exactly under the star. Then, if a little boy appears who laughs, who has golden hair and who refuses to answer questions, you will know who he is. If this should happen, please send me word that he has come back, the sad prince of the dying planet.
I can wings to fly. Oh, I'm alive. Yeah. When you call on me, when I hear you breathe, I get wings to fly. I feel that I'm alive. When you look at me, I can touch the sky. I know that I'm alive. Oh, yeah. When you bless the day, I just drift away. All my worries die. I'm glad that I'm alive. You set my heart on fire. Fill me with love. Make me a woman and close about. I couldn't get much higher. My spirit takes flight. As I am alive. Oh, when you call on me, when I hear you breathe, when I hear you breathe, I get wings to fly. I feel that I'm alive. I'm alive. When you reach for me, when you reach for me, reach the spirits high. Got